Counting down towards kickoff at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll somehow turn this into a net parking lift, get out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, they need 7. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Baltimore.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
A design run here with Jackson. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Texans nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a toss play, running left, it's Mixon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, We're able to get you down for a loss.
And we get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense is going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this to about the 28. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will go all the way. Martin Andrews, touchdown Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens extend their advantage to 14-3. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Texans offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. and it'll be second down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way. When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble. Give them a new set of downs. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Second and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Here comes second and 4. Stroud. Throw across his body is complete. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Texans 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open right side is likely. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup with 5 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. In motion goes likely. Play action now. Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline. He's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Jackson up top again. He'll go right back to Flowers. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time, and it'll be third down. In motion goes Likely. The right side, he's got Andrews. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Kirk is the motion man. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this drive is going backward, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3-and-out.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Lester on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off the call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And 3rd down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead.
Texans 10.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud gonna set up to throw. Got his man. It's Kirk. And he's gonna be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing is Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got it. Travis Jones in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
Retains possession.
Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
2nd and 10. He'll go play action with Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Is a turnover on downs.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. In motion goes Likely. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. In motion goes Likely. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 4th down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This from 45 yards away. That one is good. And the Ravens are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Here's Stroud. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard...
The pressure too much, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.